Hello, good morning. Good morning, students. We are discussing about the capacitance. Okay, so here some applications are here on the whiteboards, and these applications are related to the capacitance. Okay, we have seen capacitance and parallel plate capacitor. Okay, so before going towards these applications, we must know actually when two parallel plates are there, then how we can calculate the capacitor of this parallel plate, air capacitor. So this one is the charges deposited on the surface area of plate which are parallel to each other. So if, and d is the distance between these two parallel plates, if such conditions are there, means if two parallel plates are there and they are separated at a distance of r, and capital A having the area of these plates, if such conditions are there, then how we can find out the capacity of this parallel plate air capacitor? So at that time the capacitance must be equal to epsilon naught into A upon D. So you should memorize, that is, this one is the capacitance. When we can use this capacitance? Obviously parallel plate. If parallel plates are there, okay, parallel plates air capacitor, means parallel plate air capacitor is there, then and then only we can use this formula, that is capacitance is equal to epsilon naught into A upon D. But instead of this parallel plate air capacitor, if we consider a spherical conductor is there having its radius r, okay, so how we can find out its capacitance? We have also seen in our previous videos the capacitance of spherical conductor, that is isolated spherical conductor, or we can see the capacitance of earth, how we can calculate, we have seen already. So in such conditions capacitor must be equal to, that is 4 pi epsilon naught into r. It means that this capacitance is directly proportional to the radius of spherical conductor, or we can say if radius of spherical conductor increases, then its capacitance also increases. So these two concepts are very important here. Okay, now let us solve the given applications. So first applications which is given to us, that is the plates of parallel plates air capacitor are separated by a distance of 1 mm, that is the distance. So we can write here distance d is exactly equal to, so we can write d is equal to 1 mm. What is 1 mm? 1 into 10 to the power, mm stands for millimeter, and what is the meaning of milli? 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So distance in between two parallel plate, it is 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. What must be the plate area if the capacitance of the capacitor is to be 1 farad? So this 1 farad stands for what? Capacitance. Okay, so here capacitance is given, it is 1 farad. Then we have to find the plate area. Plate area means capital A we have to find. Okay, so if two parallel plates are there, so definitely you can use this formula, and this formula is the capacitance of parallel plates is exactly is equal to epsilon naught A upon distance. See here, whenever you should keep in your mind, whenever two plates are there but they must be parallel to each other and the distance d is there and they are separated at a distance d, So in this case the capacitance should be epsilon naught A upon D. So here we have to calculate, that is A area is equal to, so this becomes CD upon epsilon naught. Okay, so after putting all the values, that is A is exactly is equal to, capacitance is given, it is 1 farad, multiplied by distance is given, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 upon epsilon naught. You should know the value of epsilon naught. What is the value of epsilon naught? That is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12. So we will get here area is equal to 1 upon 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 3, and this one is minus 12, so it becomes plus 12. So minus 3 plus 12, minus 3 plus 12, that is plus 9. That is plus 9. And what is the inverse of this 1 upon 8.85? So the inverse of this 1 upon 8.85, that is approximately 1.1. 1.1 into 10 to the power 8 is there. So if we write 1.1, then the power is 8. So this is area, so therefore we can put meter square, that is 8.8 meter square. So this one is the calculations of this given part. So you can easily find out the capacitance of a parallel plate air capacitor, or we can say parallel plate air condensers. So such plates are there, then you can easily use this formula, and with the help of this formula you will get the value of area, and the value of area is, after calculating this part, that is 1.1 into 10 to the power 8 meter square. Okay, so this one is our first problem. In this problem we calculate here area. Okay, now see here, another problem is given on the whiteboard. So another problem is related to what? That is, let us solve that problem. What distance apart should the two plates, each of area 0.2 meter multiplied by 0.1 meter of a parallel plate air capacitor, be placed in order to have same capacitance as a spherical conductor of radius 0.5 meter. So which given things are here? So we should write first of all, that is the area. So we can write area which is given to us, that is 0.2 meter multiplied by 0.1 meter. So we get 0.02 meter square. That is the area of a parallel plate air capacitor be placed in order to have same capacitance as a spherical conductor of radius. Means a spherical conductor which is given to us, and it has a radius 0.5 meter. So listen carefully, these two things are given to us, one is area, another is radius, and a condition is given, that is two conductors are there, one is parallel plate air capacitor. So we should write here two capacitors are given, that is one is parallel plate air capacitor is exactly equal to, be placed in order to have same capacitance of a spherical conductor, that is isolated spherical conductor. Here one condition is given to us, that condition is, first capacitor is parallel plate air capacitor and second capacitor is spherical conductor. Okay, and we know how to find capacitance of spherical conductor as well as parallel plate condenser. So capacitance here quite different. means the formula for capacitance which is used for parallel plate condenser and spherical condenser, they are different. What is the actual formula to find the parallel plate air condenser and spherical condenser? That is parallel plate condenser, air condenser. So in this case, C is exactly is equal to epsilon naught A upon D, and spherical condenser, that is C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So this one is the difference between parallel plate air condenser and spherical condenser. So this is the capacitance for parallel plate condenser and spherical condenser. Now the condition is given, it is the same. They have same capacitance. So same capacitance means we can equate them. So after equating this, what we get here, that is epsilon naught A upon D is exactly equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So which things will be cancelled here? That is epsilon naught get cancelled. Then which things we have to find here? Yes, what is the distance? So distance we have to find the value of D. So to calculate the value of D, how we can write this given equations? That is D is exactly equal to A upon 4 pi R. A upon 4 pi R. So after putting the values, given values, what we'll get here, that is D is exactly equal to A area is given, it is 0.02 upon 4, as it is the value of pi 3.14 multiplied by R, the radius is given, it is 0.5. So after putting all the values, we will get here D is exactly equal to 0.02. So after calculating this part, we will get the final answer, that is 3.18 into 10 to the power minus 3. So we can write here 3.18 into 10 to the power minus 3. That is in meter. That is, and 10 to the power minus 3 meter means what? It is mm, that is millimeter. So therefore finally we can write distance is exactly equal to 3.18 mm. That is 3.18 mm. So this one will be the final answer of these applications. So one thing I want to tell you, if question MCQs ask on this article, that is capacitance of parallel plate condenser, or we can say spherical conductor, so at that time just you have to remember means a difference between them. That is, difference means what is the capacitance for parallel plate condenser and spherical plate condenser. Okay, so you should keep in your mind these two formulas. First one is this one, that is C capacitor is exactly equal to epsilon naught into A upon D, and second one is that is capacitance of spherical conductor, that is 4 pi, this one, that is 4 pi epsilon naught into R. So these are the very simple questions, and if you can differentiate between parallel plate condenser and spherical condenser, then you can easily solve the given applications. Okay, so this capacitor is an very important part or important article of this second chapters. Okay, so in this capacitor there are also some problems which is different from this. They are depends on series combinations, or we can say parallel combinations. So we will discuss later, but at present you have to remember the area, that is CD, or we can say capacitance of this parallel plate condenser, epsilon naught into A upon D, and the capacitance of a spherical condenser, that is 4 pi epsilon naught into R. See, sometimes instead of this spherical conductor, sometimes earth can be given. Okay, so earth can be given, so you have to assume that earth is nothing but just it is an isolated spherical conductor. So at that time only you have to put this formula, that is C is exactly is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Okay, so I think you will you can easily solve problems with the help of these concepts. Okay, so today we shall stop here. Till then, thank you.